Good evening, everybody. What is going on? Happy Tuesday night. I think we're like 2 days away from the start of winter as well. And it's cold as damn hell here. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate all yous. I've set new goals now for the live streams. You can see 50 subs and 200 likes. I'm going to try to shoot for that every live streams if that's possible. It'd be awesome if it's possible, but we'll see. Now that we've approached the 20,000 subscriber threshold, I'm going to try to get to 30,000 before the other folks do. So we'll see. We will see. Appreciate you all coming on. Now, Cindy, I'm glad you brought this up. So, a couple of things. We're hearing a bunch of news, right? We're hearing a bunch of news of either him receiving multiple bids of $300 million and then that being countered by other beat writers who are saying that hasn't happened. And so we just don't know. And then some informal bids were made already. We know that. But yesterday was, I guess, the first day of the formal bids to be submitted, like the official, here's my final offer or whatever, take it or leave it, and so on and so forth, right? So, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But, I heard some interesting reporting today, too, that maybe they're, because now we're hearing that he may not make a decision until after Christmas. So essentially between Christmas and before the deadline, which is January 4th. So that's not even 10 days, or right around 10 days. So, and maybe it's because the offers are low right now. And his agent, Joel Wolf, is trying to gin up the offers. Maybe he's getting $200 million, not $300 million, right? We don't know. But the people that have suggested he's going to get $300 million plus, or he's gotten $300 million plus off already, have been countered by other beat writers. So it's kind of crazy, right? And Bobby Malone kind of echoed that sentiments today too. And I kind of, it makes you think made me think a little bit, and as to whether maybe the bids are too low, or maybe Joel Wolf is trying to gin up the market, because that's what Scott Boras is trying to do right now for Cody Bellinger. He started using Bryce Harper's contract and Corey Seager's contract as benchmarks, or benchmarks for a Cody Bellinger contract. They both made $300 million plus, right around 320 or 325-ish, right around 330, and he's using them as an example now for these contracts, and which is crazy. So agents wouldn't be doing their jobs if they weren't trying to gin up the market, right, to drive up the price. They wouldn't be doing their jobs. So. But yeah, Sean Browning, 280 for 10 years. I could see that being more of a representative price or offer. But again, something to keep in mind too. At 300 flat, the posting fee is around $45 million. So you go from 300 to 345 immediately, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, I did. Dive JC. I said there are talks between. Yeah, Twins, Royals, and Red Sox with Marlins and Garland Luzardo. And he's not the only one on the market. And they've got Braxton Garrett on the market, and they've got Edward Cabrera on the market. They've got 3 starters on the market right now, the Marlins. So, and they are looking for bats. And what bats could the Twins give them? What bats could the Royals give them? I think the Royals, and they've made like 4 or 5 sneaky good moves. And they've gotten quietly better this offseason without people realizing it, without people watching. So, I could see them adding like a Marcus Stroman or a Jesus Luzardo to that rotation. They've already gotten Seth Lugo, and they've added Will Smith to the rotation, Michael Wacha to the rotation, and Will Smith to the bullpen. So, Mr. Coconuts, how crazy? We don't know that he's got the big. It's not been confirmed. That's the thing. And again, if their office is so big, why is he going to wait until Christmas or after Christmas to decide? Which is crazy. I mean, and it's interesting. Like Hayden says, he doesn't see it going another 2 weeks. I don't generally either, but we don't know. This is the thing. Like, why is it taking so long now? Yes, they do spinning Mantis. They love Glaber in this, and again, he's the guy I would front load a package with for like a Luzardo or something like that, which could be a reason why the Yankees are now also looking into Jorge Soler. Okay, and I don't know how he would fit, to be honest with you, because he plays outfield. He doesn't play infield, but could he be a DH? I mean, maybe Giancarlo Stanton can be here. I was just talking to Hector on Morning Brew a little while ago, and thank you for having me, Hector. And why are they looking at Soler? Like, does that mean they're going to trade a bat for arms and want to replace his offense? Jay Lee, 400 million would be insane. Like so I don't know if you saw my video this morning. What's up, Jonathan? What is going on? I wouldn't be surprised if Torrey gets traded either. And again, but why would you bring in Stoller to replace him? Where are you going to play him? Giancarlo Stanton blocks him at DH. He's blocked in the outfield. Where would you play him? And that's a right-handed bat to replace towards offense. I could totally see that, but where in the world would we play the guy? That's the thing, right? So I don't know. I don't know. You know? Jay Lee, I can't see a scenario where a $450 million contract for him. He's never thrown a pitch in the major leagues. And are you telling me that he's $125 million worth more than Garrett Cole? I wouldn't say that. Personally, I wouldn't say that. Is that what you're saying? Or are you going to have 400 million, 80 million worth more than Garrett Cole? I don't know about that. So, I think it's important to. That's right, Flaherty too. I think the Royals, right, for Jack Flaherty. Yep, they're adding arms. I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a Marcus Stroman or somebody like that either, adding another arm. So we'll see. I can't see a scenario. I can't. Why would they drop him and just eat $98 million, Jonathan? I know it's a question that's kind of being asked now, but they're going to just eat that money? I don't know about that. I don't know. And Hayden too, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if let's just say they get Yamamoto, whatever the price is, right? And maybe they'll say, you know what, screw this, we're going all in. I want to keep Torres' bat in the lineup. And at the end of the year, we'll give him a qualifying offer. We'll give Verdugo a qualifying offer. If they both play well, they both walk because they'll get better deals. They'll turn down a QOs, and we'll get a bunch of draft picks in return and international money too for two guys instead of one. So I could see that happening, but it's still early, right? So, but I'm not sure, Jonathan, if Stanton can get dropped. It's just like, it's kind of crazy. We have like a lot of folks are saying Roki Sasaki's going to get posted early. Well, what incentive does his team have to post him early before he's 25? Now you think you're going to walk away from like $30-40 million in posting fees? You know what I mean? And again, yeah, Junior, this is the other thing too. Glasnow got $28 million for yeah, that's that's him. That's the Dodgers doing that. So that doesn't mean Yamamoto's worth 45 a year, at least in my opinion. He hasn't thrown any pitches in the majors yet. So he might sign around by 300 million, William. Yeah. But again, that's a $45 million posting fee for a $300 million contract. It's freaking nuts. But that's the way it is. Yeah. Pirates signed Andrew McCutchen. It's crazy. The reports, like the last couple of days, the reports have been crazy. Like earlier yesterday, saying Dylan Lawson got hired by the A's as their minor league hitting coordinator. And then later on, it was the Red Sox. Earlier today was Andrew McCutchen to the Padres. And then in the evening was Andrew McCutchen to the Pirates. Like, it's crazy how the reporting's been changed the last couple of days. Consiglietti's in the house. Clemenza's in the house. We got all the made men in here. All the made men. Guys, have you heard have any of you guys heard from Texas Buckeye? I hope he's doing well. Yuki Matsui's about to sign with the Padres. They're going to replace Josh Hader on the cheap. So, I don't put down Japan majors. They destroy us because they know how to play with each other. They're a good and well team. Just because we have all the superstars in one on one team doesn't mean we're the best team. So, you know what I mean? They've won most of the World Baseball Classics. They're a fundamentally sound team. They know how to win those tournaments. So, and they just have a better team than we do. We have a more talented team on the ceiling wise, yes, but they got a better team. Period. They prove it every year. So, Cubs broke the coast in 2016. Yep. J-Ram to the Yankees would be crazy. Yeah, McCutchen got $5 million, 299 home runs. He's right there on the cusp of 300. Yes, indeed. I can't see where they would keep Gleyber and trade DJ. I can't see it. And they've already said DJ is going to be their third baseman. So as much as I would love J-Ram, I can't see that happening either right now, especially the cost it's going to be to get a J-Rod. Oh, my God. J-Ram. Woo. No, the reporting changed, Dave. I lost into the A's was the initial reporting, And then it changed, and I pointed it out in a later video that the reporting changed from the A's to the Red Sox. So, which is crazy. So, but I mean, the beat writers made a mistake. So if you could say I made a mistake by reporting, they're reporting. That's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, he's not with the Yankees anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But um, it is what it is, Dave. It is what it is. Yeah. Oh, J Ram is a stud, Aiden. He's a stud. Yeah, Billy. I wonder what's going on with Texas Buckeye, man. I hope he's okay. The reason I signed Jeter Downs probably for some infield depth. He was a top 50 prospect in all of baseball only a few years ago, and they got him on the cheap, low risk, and again replenishing infield depth. I mean, they traded away Trey Sweeney last week. The Dodgers, they brought in that Dodgers prospect as well, and they're just adding another infielder, so it can't hurt. Can't hurt. And he also plays infield and outfield, so the versatility. If they get him and just stock him in AAA, then okay. If he doesn't make the team, they didn't risk anything. So that's the way I look at it, Jonathan. So, why people think, well, I mean, it could affect their ability to re-sign him. So, and again, the Yankees have money coming off the books, yes, every single year, but they also have like 160 million plus or something like that committed to 6 guys. They need to move the other 20 guys. So, and now that we know Otani's gotten 700 million, Soto's going to make a lot more than we thought. 500's laughable. Laughable. So, you know what I mean? Jeter Downs bound to me. Yeah, I guess he was. It's true, Ben. What's up, David? What's going on, man? I doubt it, JJ. I initially thought that if the Dodgers did not get Otani, they may have considered Stanton, but now there's no point in Stanton because where are you going to play him? Otani's going to be the DH. There's no room for Stanton anywhere. And Rodon, I expect him to have a better rebound year this year. So, all right, 107 likes. Let's see if we get to the goal of 200. I can't see Matt Carpenter coming back. I know the Braves released him. There's no room for him either. So, well, exactly, Reward Vet, exactly. If you get my walk-away point, I will not give him more than Cole makes in a year or Cole makes in the entire contract. So no more than 36 a year, no more than 324 for the entire contract. And I'm not giving him options and at least me, options to take him up to 3. Forget that. He's not making in more than Cole under any circumstances in my world. Period. So was this proven, Robert? And again, why would they do that in case of Sasaki? They're going to subject him, because Robert, what these other people who spread this information, who know people, said that they're going to basically sign Sasaki as an amateur free agent, right? And he'll be getting maybe $5 million, but the posting fee that his team would get would be based on that $5 million. So they might get $1 million or less than that. So Robert, what's the incentive for them to do that when they can just wait until he's 25 and get a Yamamoto type contract? Because the fact is, he doesn't really have a track record right now. People are salivating over this guy because he throws hard, but why? And what people are not saying either is that Shohei Ohtani got posted early, but they also had to make an exception for him. There was an agreement between the Players Association and the NPB to get him posted early because he was a two-way player, and the only other player of his kind in our history was Babe Ruth. What does Roki Sasaki do at this point that other closers don't do or other starters don't do? So he's not, doing anything that other pitchers aren't doing. Other pitchers throw 100, 101, 102. Okay. Nasty off-speed stuff. Okay. And this is the thing. Like people are salivating over Roki Sasaki. He doesn't have a track record like Yamamoto. Yamamoto has a much more significant track record. So he just turned 22, and we can get him if his team posts him. But what's the incentive to post him? Do you think, Mr. Coconuts, do you think they're just going to walk away from like $30 or $40 million? I mean, the posting fee right now for Yamamoto, if he gets 300 million, is $45 million for his team. Do you think his team, the Chiba Lottery Marines, is going to say between, okay, we can probably get like 40 million or 1 million, and we're going to pick 1 million? He just throws hard, exactly. So like, I think it's important to not hype him like he's Nolan Ryan. What has he done? That's the thing. Yeah, Yankees like Yamamoto as a pitcher and as a person. Yeah, and again, like I asked this earlier. Let's break this down. The Dodgers had the one big meeting with him, and they had their star-studded cast there: Otani, Mookie, and Freeman. The Mets met with him once in Japan, and then he went to his Cohen's house. The Yankees have been pursuing him for over a year. They flew down to Japan every single week for every one of his games. Okay, even Cashman came a few times with Mermanai and a couple of the other guys. They've been courting this guy. Yeah, they reserved number 18 for him because it's reserved for an 8. What when does a star-studded meeting or a dinner with the owner leapfrog the efforts that the Yankees have made? Is my question. I ask people, and I want to know, because if it does, and he's just into that type of stuff, or even in the money, then maybe he doesn't belong here. He's going to get the money one way or the other. But no team has put forth an effort like the Yankees have for Yamamoto. Not even close. So, what do you disagree with, D-Rod? What do you disagree with? Well, yeah, and yes. So, 100%. That's a great comment. Solar would be good if we didn't have Stanton. Yes. Well put. Well put. Well said, man. Well put. What are you disagreeing about, D-Rod? Yeah, Shota Imanaga. Yep. The lefty ace of Japan. He's essentially number 2 in Japan behind Yamamoto. Okay. There's no doubt Yamamoto's an elite pitcher in Japan, one of the greatest ever, or if not the greatest ever to come out of Japan, and he's got a career 170 ERA, which is not to be ignored. So he's going to make more than every other Japanese player. Okay. So very underpaid before. Yeah, he was, Shaylee. And again, he also had a special exception made for him, Shaylee. What special exception? And there's an agreement. You have to look it up. There's an agreement that was made by the MLBPA, Players Association, and the NPB to get him posted early. Okay, but yes, he was underpaid. He made essentially arbitration money for those years. So, and what makes Roki Sasaki worthy of that early posting as well? And why would his team agree to do that and forfeit like $30 or $40 million in posting fee management? That's the question I keep asking that nobody can answer. Why is that? Yeah, I mean, I don't see Soto to the. It's just he doesn't have a fit right now. It's unfortunate, but it is not a fit. It's true. Yeah, and again, Japanese culture. I mean, how you carry yourself and how you treat people, being professional, and the effort that you put forth matters to these guys, right? And that's what the Yankees have done. I mean, you can show your Rolls Royces and so on and so forth, like the Dodgers did at their meeting, but who courted him like the Yankees did? Nobody. Nobody. Yamamoto could be Tanaka 2.0. It could be. I mean, he's got a better track record in Japan than Tanaka does. So, same thing with you, Kenneth. God bless you and your family. Happy holidays to you, my friend. Pivot to Snell and Jordan Hicks. Japan. Yeah, I mean, Japan is as close as it gets. It's above AAA. And players, have translated. Pitchers have translated better out of Japan than hitters have, and power hitters have, I should say. Ichiro is the exception. He's the exception. Yeah, essentially, with the numbers that are being discussed by certain folks, that he would make more. Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole has the biggest pitching contract in Major League Baseball history. They do. The question is, and I'll ask this question to you guys as well. Question one was the Mets meeting and the Yankees meeting good enough to basically supersede or leapfrog what the Yankees have done. Second question, and if you haven't seen my video this morning, I asked, what would be your walkaway point? At what point do you walk away from Yamamoto and say, you know what, we're pivoting to other guys? Okay. And three, what would be your pivot? What would make you happy in terms of the alternate options? Because we've been fed so much of this Yamamoto stuff already. We've had so many people say that this is a disaster of an offseason if we don't get both of them, which that couldn't be further from the truth. But we got the bigger fish. Juan Soto's a bigger fish than Yamamoto. Okay. And if I had to choose between the two, it would be Juan Soto all day, every day. Okay. And like I said, and it's the drop from Juan Soto to the next player is so much bigger than the drop from Yamamoto to the next pitcher. And I think that needs to be factored in. Yamamoto will sell more jerseys. And it doesn't. Who cares about jersey sales? Nobody cares about that. Cole's a Cy Young Award winner here until proven otherwise. Jerseys, okay. I mean, there's a big Japanese market in New York, absolutely. If he sells jerseys, great. And he'll get a cut of that probably. Just like Aaron Judge and Juan Soto will sell more jerseys too. I'm like, great, you know? But I don't know if he'll sell more jerseys than Ohtani will in the Dodgers, but who cares? And Hector Neris is a free agent, yeah. You got Hector Neris, you got Jordan Hicks. You know, Josh Hader is going to be the most expensive reliever probably in history. So I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, Hideki Matsui did not, he didn't hit that 40, 50 home runs like he did in Japan, but he has a clutch hitter. He hit some power. He hit some big home runs, and he was part of that Yankee dynamic, and he was the MVP of the 2009 World Series. So, but I know honestly, like I want this Yamamoto thing to be done with already because they have to pivot to other moves. They got to pivot. They have to address other holes. Yamamoto and Soto only addresses two holes, not the other ones. You know what I mean? So that was counter to Jersey guy. Like I put out that and I titled it. I titled it rumor because it was a rumor put out by a Mets beat reporter, right? Saying that the Mets offer was apparently rumored to be between 360 and 390, but it wasn't corroborated anywhere. So, but this is the type of stuff, and like I said, the news and rumors that float in the Yankee land are much more grounded in earth than the ones that float around in Mets land. So it's just true, unfortunately. But it is what it is. What would a trade pack? You're seeing it's a good question. What would a trade package for Cease and Crochet look like? Probably Everson Pereira, Oswald Peraza. Maybe a Yoendris Gomez, something like that. Maybe another prospect or two. Something like that. I mean, trade with the White Sox, like the big pieces cease, right? You trade with the Guardians, the big pieces, depending on what you get. But like if you're going to go for Bieber and Emmanuel Clase, if you can, the big piece is Clase. And the Marlins probably represent the best value. So Hayden think the Yankees might get Hader. I mean, you never know. They might, Hayden. If they miss out on Yamamoto, I could see them getting Hader. If they get Yamamoto, I can't see them getting Hader. I could see them getting more of like a Jordan Hicks type in that situation. So I think that the moves that they make afterward that are essentially contingent upon whether Yamamoto comes here or not, right? And we'll see if he does. I'm talking about Framber Valdez too. Like he's another one. He's 30 though. He's got 2 years left in his control, and again, he's a good. Yeah, Jaylee. Revenue, okay. Like the Dodgers are bringing Ohtani over there for revenue. We're bringing Soto and Yamamoto here to win. So, and if we win, the revenue will be there. Revenue is always going to be there, Jilly. And this is the key. This is the thing. No matter even before Judge, before Soto, the Yankees were the number one valued franchise in baseball for like the last 2 decades. So it doesn't change, and they're still going to be the most valuable. So they find a way to monetize opportunities. So I'm not really worried about revenue. The revenue is going to be there. Now that we have Soto, revenue is going to go up. If you get Yamamoto too, revenue is going to go up. If they get Shota Managa, revenue is going to go up. So I'm not really worried about that. So, But Framber Valdez, I mean, maybe if they don't get Yamamoto, then maybe they'll look into a Valdez trade. I mean, I could see the Astros trying to fleece us, but we'll see. Juan Soto was the biggest thing. We got the biggest fish. Yes, we did, CeeLo. 100%, man. 100%. Oh, yeah, Angela. I'm going to get my Soto jersey, too. I want to wear it with pride. Dominguez is coming back, slowly but surely from rehab. He's not scheduled to be back until July or August. And I'm hearing that Spencer Jones, who's now working with Aaron Judge's hitting coach, might be up here before Dominguez gets back. So it's another good thing that we can get that. So Cole secretly doesn't want Yamamoto. I don't know about that, Jim A. I mean, Cole and Judge have been in Hal's ear about this stuff. So Cole wanted them to fortify pitching. Judge wanted them to fortify hitting. So I think Cole is on board with this. I think he's like, get him over here because we want to win a damn World Series. We want to win a World Series. So and again, like I can't see Cole complaining about it. He's a mature adult. He wants to win just like Judge. Judge knows that Juan Soto is going to make more than him by a ton. He doesn't care. He wants to win. He already got his bag, and he's making a lot of money in merchandise too, and advertising and whatever else. So, yeah. Uh, World Series, Gene Yamamoto entering. Yeah, Jason Baker. Yamamoto comes in relief, Game 7. Strikes out a time. Oh man, could you imagine that? Could you imagine that, baby? Great, that'd be freaking phenomenal. I love it. Yep, Yankees are the most valuable team by more than $2 billion. Yep. So I'm not worried about the revenue. I'm not. Oh, my man, and if he's in the house, what is good, my man? Strike zone's in place. Strike zone's in the place. Matt Warfet would consider Matt Chapman for the defense. The only problem I have with Matt Chapman, he's probably going to run about $25 million a year. And they've got DJ playing at third base already. Unless they found a way to trade DJ, which I don't see, I can't see Matt Chapman. I can't see Matt Chapman coming here. But you never know. I see him as a good fit for the Giants to add to Jung Hoo Lee, who they got. Yeah, I wouldn't rush Dominguez. I would take my time. Let him DH when he comes back. So, especially if Stanton's hurt. Just like the Phillies did with Bryce Harper. When he came back from Tommy John, the same exact surgery, he DH'd. And then they transitioned him to the infield. So, I wouldn't rush Dominguez back. We have guys that can play the outfield. Let him get healthy. Let him hit without having to play the outfield. No. Yeah, Jordan Hicks and Dylan Cease. That'd be a nice way to boost the rotation in the bullpen as well. 100%, man. We need. Hold on, somebody said we need. Decent. Young. Well, this is the other thing too, Michael. Right? Like we need so go on and make trades and get to decent pitches that are young and controllable. Yeah, I think the young and controllable is the key because we have these expensive guys. We need to hit on some of our own prospects. So and then supplant that with or complement it with some more controllable players to keep the payroll at a somewhat of a reasonable level, right? Right, Gab Alex, what's good, man? What's good? Yeah, at worst, Kuroda, I would take if Haruki Kuroda was good. I liked him. So if he turned out to be Kuroda, I wouldn't complain. But at $300 million, I mean, they're going to expect him to be more than that. Like, you know what I mean? So Matthew, unfortunately, I can't see them trading Giancarlo Stanton anywhere. Unfortunately, I can't see it. But I know folks wish that would happen. I could see it now. But unfortunately, I could see them wishing it, but I can't see it happening. Fill the soda machine for a couple months. We'd probably have to fill it for a couple years, man. So for them to take it, oh man. What's Gab Alex saying here? Buster Olney. What about Buster Olney, Gab Alex? Yes, Soto's he's compared to basically he's considered to be the modern day Ted Williams. Yeah, I don't think Stanton gets traded either. I think if anybody gets traded, it's Gleyber Torres. I mean, I watch out for like Johnny Loizaga and Tommy Kahnle too. So I watch out for those guys too because they're still looking to add to the bullpen, and they might want to replace some of these guys with some cheaper guys. But we'll see. No, yeah, Ted Williams is a legend, man. Hector's in the place. There he is, my man. My man. Shout out to Hector from Morning Brew. Shout out to the Strike Zone 2 and a Feed boys. Appreciate you guys. You want him to resign? Oh, God, hell yeah. We got to resign Juan Soto. That's an absolute must. Absolute must. Uh, yeah. Yes, indeed. How we doing on likes there, Jonathan? You okay? Tanaka was clutch. Matsui was clutch. Kuroda was clutch too. Like we have a history with Japanese players, and especially clutch ones. We got a couple duds like Hideki Rabu or Keigawa, but you know what I mean? What? D-Rod, what? Never posted anything that was inaccurate until 6 months ago. Don't be a sellout. I don't know what you're talking about, D-Rod. What was inaccurate 6 months ago? And sell out to why? I don't understand what you mean. Sell out what? I'm not going to start doing propaganda or any of that stuff. So, you know what I mean? If the reporting is inaccurate and I follow up with that, then I'll own that. I have no problem owning that. I don't need people to tell me that I'm right or tell me what they think I want to hear. Just like I'm not going to tell people what they want to hear. Like, just going to be straight shooter. Rod. So I'm not. What are you referring to? Yeah, Ted had a lifetime 3 POs. Had a super high on base percentage too. Um, and again, like I would personally rather pay Soto 600 million than Yamamoto 350 million. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Murderers Row. I mean, you take that money. I would get Imanaga. I would get. You can get Imanaga and probably another starter too. So and really, 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 really boost that rotation and get a Jordan Hicks or something like that. So and still spend less than you would with Yamamoto. So, but I mean, I am more confident that the Yankees are prepared to pivot than I was before. I'll say that. No, no, Soto is, I mean, one of the best hitters in the game. He checked every box for the Yankees. I have no idea, JJ. No idea what. I don't even know what he means. What? So I'm not following. I asked him. Haven't got anything, so I don't know what the beef is. And I asked him to explain. Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet, so I have no idea, JJ. Yeah. To the ex-Dodger pitcher that got into trouble, Trevor Bauer. He's still in Japan. I don't know if he's been formally reinstated to the majors, but he's been proven innocent. Criminally, he was clear criminally. So, but I mean, it's like Rob Manfred and the union and like Major League Baseball. They wanted to make an example out of him. That's pretty clear. That's pretty clear. You know. Giants meeting with Jordan Hicks and Blake Snell. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't think Blake Snell's going to want to wait until Yamamoto, nor should he have to. He's won his second Cy Young. Why should he have to? That's right. He is a proven major leaguer. He's got a track record. It's in 6 consecutive years. Track record, man. Damn right, hamster. That's right, man. I appreciate the kind words. That kept me going in the hospital. I mean, it kept me going. It really did. And like actually when I was that's when I was in rehab. When I was in the hospital, all I could really manage were the shorts, the 1 minute shorts. So and because I didn't have my laptop with me, and I can do shorts on my phone. And then when I went to rehab, my wife brought me the laptop, so which I appreciate. So, but yeah, I'm I wasn't going to stop doing updates. I wanted, and that's something that kept me going personally, going through the hospital, getting through the rehab and all that stuff. Doing those types of things kept me sane. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Hamster. Thank you. Could Soto help with Torres? I would. I mean, why not? Yeah. I mean, I would love it if he did. I mean, he definitely would rub off on a lot of these guys, which is great. You know. Yeah, Gabox. I mean, I'm tired of hearing about Yamamoto too already. Like, we've heard like 6 weeks straight that we're apparently the favorites, and you know, let's just make a decision one way or the other, and make some moves here. Just finish off our offseason. You know what I mean? But I would agree, Scott, too. They're dug in on Yamamoto and are going to bid to win. Yeah, and I mean, maybe like I said earlier, maybe Joel Wolf's agent is trying to gin up the market because maybe the offers and the bids they're getting right now are low. So, and again, he's trying to say we've got some $300 million offers, even when there maybe aren't any, to try to get people to elevate their prices and get somebody to bite or to blink first. I mean, that's his job as an agent, to get as much money as possible for his clients. So he wouldn't be doing his job otherwise. So can't complain. Yeah, Kyle Finnegan, Giants young pitcher, Brendan Donovan. Yeah, I mean the Brendan Donovan thing. I mean, I like Brendan Donovan, but now with all the guys that we got, I wouldn't know where to play him unless they moved DJ, which or Sand or I'm sorry, or Torres. Otherwise, there's not really a spot for Donovan. You know what I mean? No. CeeLo, I think they're right. I mean, if you think about it now, with all the guys we have, you go, let's break it into three pieces: 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9. Each segment of three, you can have a power hitter and a contact hitter in each one, which significantly lengthened the lineup. Like, it made it a whole different now. If they just got Soto and nobody else, then they could just pitch around Soto and Judge, and then knowing that the rest of the team would not be driving these guys in. But now you got to deal with Verdugo. Now you got to deal with probably a resurgent, a healthy Rizzo and a healthier Stanton and focused Gleyber Torres, who's also going into contract year. So he's going to want to play well too if they keep him. So it's going to be a different focus this team. Much harder lineup to get through. Much harder lineup to get through. So Soto about a 275 and 400 plus on base percentage, 35 home runs, 100 plus RBI. So what's wrong with this 275? William M. Let me see if I'm seeing you. If I missed it, my apologies. Sometimes this thing scrolls so fast that it'll just go when I miss. Sometimes I'll miss 10 or 20. Well, Mr. Coconuts, you're right about that. They haven't pivoted well before. But, I mean, they didn't get Soto because they didn't like the Yankees prospects too. So the Nationals didn't like Dominguez or Volpe. That's why we didn't get them. And so it is what it is. Benny was the next option. Castillo, yeah, but they also got. I mean, Seattle gave up their 1, 2, 3, and 4 prospects for Castillo. So that's a lot to give up. And they asked for the 1, 2, 3, 4 from the Yankees. So I'm not surprised. Montez was, turned out to be a dud, but but you're right. Those pivots weren't great. They're in a better position to pivot now, and they made that clear. It's Ben. I said this repeatedly, and people can disagree. It's not the end of the world if we don't get Yamamoto. There's a lot of moves they can pivot to, and they are prepared to do that quickly, and they've already said that, which they never say. So, there could also be a reason why Snell hasn't signed, Montgomery hasn't signed, Cease hasn't been traded, Burns hasn't been traded, like Marlins pitchers haven't been traded, because Yamamoto is likely going to set the market for a lot of these guys. So I think some pitchers are waiting. Some won't be, but some will. Yeah, and this is, I mean, this is the most yeah, exactly, more of it. This has been the most proactive the front office has been in a long time. I mean, they got those bats early on in the off season, and they knocked them out of the box, and they've addressed pretty much most of their offense, and they've even added backup pieces too. So they even traded Trey Sweeney for two intriguing prospects as well. So, and they got little minute pieces too. Oscar Gonzalez for the outfield, um, and some of these other guys. So like the Yankees have done more than folks are letting on and giving them credit for. So um I think they will Austin, but I think it would be considered a bust if they didn't re-sign him. But again, like depends on what's Scott Boras going to ask for. He has an argument to ask for 700 million now, just like Otani got. He does. Soto's 5 years younger than Otani is. So um William, I'm not seeing your messages, man. Rico Nation's in the house. What is good? Yes, Soto said he likes batting third. Judge says he likes batting second, or has been hitting second. Fine by me. You know, Soto should not hit eighth. No way. He's one of the best hitters in the baseball. We're not going to bat him eighth. Stanton maybe goes to sixth or seventh. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Well, exactly, James. That's a hard one. He's never thrown a pitch in the majors, and apparently, $300 million and is being talked about. So yeah, and they could probably get Monty and Snell for the same price of a Yamamoto, but I don't know if they will be able to. You know, that's it. That's the question. I don't know if they will be able to. But if you got both of them for 6 years each or something like that, like you know, that'd be a pretty damn Billy Branch, Clemens. Have a great night, man. Go rest. Go get some rest, my friend. 10 years, 295. Christmas Eve would be awesome. What a way to celebrate the Christmas. Big gift under the tree. Right there, Kevlar. You got that right, baby. How many subs have I gotten today, Jonathan, in the live stream right so far? I don't know. Looks like 8. I think that's going to be. I mean, I don't know if my eventually goal is to be try to get 50 on live stream. So if anybody has to subscribe to the channel, I hope that you do that. So, but I'd get to the point where we get 50 subs on a live stream. That would be good. How do I think Jeter manage? I think a combination of new school and old school, Robert. You know, I think a combination of new school and old school, Robert, of how Jeter would do it. 10 years, 620 million for Yamamoto. That would be not on this planet. I don't know who would give him that much. I don't know who in the world in their right mind would do that. If Volpe hit 250 this year, I'd be happy. That'd be a nice step up, and struck out less, maybe walked a little bit more. I'll take that. I'll take that. Angelo, I think Soto's going to get more than 550. $35 was his high diver. 200 likes. All right. Who consistently hits 35? Judge. And Soto had 35 this year, but he's not here to hit home runs. He's going to hit home runs regardless. He's here to get on base and put the ball in play and do all the other things that he does. He has the highest on-base percentage in all of baseball, and it's not even close. So that matters. And again, you put him in position to be driven in by other guys, and he'll by default be driving in guys too. So he'll be surrounded by a much more balanced lineup here. Yeah, he'll probably earn the Dodgers $1 billion, probably. But will they win the World Series in any of his years is the question too, William. We don't know yet. But I'm guessing they'll probably make that much. Sure. Yeah. And again, yeah, unfortunately, you're giving Soto 5 at 600. Yeah, I mean, if you can get him for that, I don't see it happening, but if you can get him for that, why not? Well, there he is, Neil. There he is. Ray is in the house. Mm. Soto's not Otani. But guess what? Otani's not Soto. Who has a ring? Not Otani. Who has a home run derby championship? Not Otani. Who has a career 400 on base percentage? Not Otani. So I'm smoking something called reality, Jalen. Didn't Hideki pitch a no hitter? I don't think so, Michael. Hideo Nomo did. Hideo Nomo, I think he pitched two of them actually. So Austin Wells eighth. He could very well bat eighth. Yeah, exactly. Strike zone. Preach it, brother. They didn't trade for Soto to not extend them. Yeah, they're gonna have to be in the forefront, right? D-Rod, I'm still waiting for your clarification on about selling out. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. They're not gonna, JJ. They're not gonna make him an extension offer that he won't accept. They won't do that, JJ. That I'm confident. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Wins his welcome to the Yankees at the stadium. I think like if he has a welcome press conference, something like that. I think if the Yankees come to an agreement on an extension with him, he'll have a press conference at Yankee Stadium. So I think so. That'll be the bigger one once they get that locked up. Michael Ryan, what's happening, man? Yeah, I would agree, William. Move Trout. Get what you can. Or do go through the Marlins for pitching. That's a possibility, Joseph. Workvet's still with the Yankees, yes. And be done there. Yes, he is. Do I see Soto between I don't know. I could see like look if Judge bats second, Soto bats third. I could see then probably Rizzo fourth, and probably Gleyber Torres fifth, and Stanton sixth, something like that. I think Stanton bats sixth or seventh. I really do. Oh boy, he's getting the Cowboys beat down already. Yeah, well, John, I think Jonathan's right too. I mean, it's going to be very hard to trade. It's going to be very hard to trade for Trout without eating a lot of his contract. If Volpe shows a better performance, all things, I would at some point bat him lead off. Yeah, I think the chances are pretty high for the Yankees to sign Yamamoto Vortex. I really do. A tiny struck out Trout. Yeah, he did. I remember that. He didn't strike out Soto. Yeah, I don't know how much longer Otani's going to be a two-way player. I don't know. I don't know. Speed definitely kills. Yeah, I know, Thomas. It's just, I mean, I have a feeling, and I can't confirm this, but like that the bids that came in are probably lower than they want. So they're going to try to gin up the market, his agent. So that'd be my guess. But again, was Verdugo traded for to keep? I think for this year, Warvet, yeah, I think so. I'd be surprised if he gets moved. I mean, they did say they weren't going to move him, but if he has to be included to get one of the Marlins pitchers, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I really wouldn't. No. Yeah, Otani, and he's got all these like crazy um, opt out options in his contract too. So like, if the GM gets fired, he can opt out of his contract. But I don't know why you would opt out when you're making 2 million a year and the rest of it's deferred because you'd be opting out of all the deferred money too. Why would he do that? Right? Yeah, Otani's never really played that well in Yankee Stadium. This is true. Yeah, I mean, I think the Yankees are his destiny too. I would not lead off Torres, Hayden. No, I don't see. I can't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it personally, but we'll see. He's working on a new swing. Good. I mean, Spencer Jones is working with Aaron Judge's hitting coach. So is Anthony Rizzo working with Aaron Judge's hitting coach. So hearing some good things. We really are. So I don't know if they would replace Alex Verdugo with Cody Bellinger because now Cody Bellinger. The reports are saying he wants 200 million. So and again, if Cody Bellinger blocks Spencer Jones, I wouldn't do it. You know, if Verdugo gets moved, then we're not necessarily Warpath because now they've got Trent Grisham too, and they've got Oscar Gonzalez who they got off waivers from the Guardians. So you know, they have other options. What we're hearing, Bendero, is that Rizzo's healthy and feeling good, and he's working with Aaron Judge's hitting coach. So, which is great. Which is great. 700 million. Yeah, it's 100% insane, David. You got that right, even deferred, and he's going to get every dollar of it. Every dollar of it. You know. You know what's crazy? He already has Judge power without the muscle, which is crazy. But like, I know he's trying to cut down on his strikeouts and get more contact oriented. So, but he has all the makings of a potential superstar. And J Ram on the Yankees would be absolute fire. Yankees have, yeah, Wink the man. The Yankees have courted him for like a year plus. Nobody else has done that. So, and I think that can't be discounted. I really can't. I really don't think so. You follow Judge's hitting coach on YouTube, or unique philosophy and traces back to Ted Williams. Who is it, Scott? Who's the name of his hitting coach? Spencer Jones right now is blocked. He won't be for long. Will Warren is like the highest rated Yankee pitcher. And Teoscar Hernandez is another one, but he would be blocked too. But I think the same thing too this season. I think Spencer Jones could be the future first baseman, which is the only reason I would not sign Cody Bellinger, so that he wouldn't block Spencer Jones. Nobody cares about the revenue Otani generates. Nobody cares really. Yeah, you think they're going to get? You're pretty confident they're going to get Hater. I honestly, I think if they don't sign Yamamoto, then they'll probably get Hater. I could see that, Hayden. Yeah, I mean, Otani and his people, they gamed the system, and Congratulations to them. At least we don't have to pay it. And not at 30, not the wrong side of 30. Hell no. Yeah, the same, Eddie. I worry about Bellinger. I could see Warren getting called up. I could see Chase Hampton getting called up. I could see Spencer Jones getting called up as well. A couple of them. Sold out because of competition. What are you talking about, D-Rod? You can't just say that and not explain. It's natural, organic. What are you talking about? I pride myself on being different in the competition. I don't want to be like a lot of the other ones. There's similarities between me and some channels because we think the same way, we present ourselves the same way, but selling out because of competition, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. So I'm going to need you to explain more, please. Since Soto ends up testing the market, what are the chances of him? I think the chances are good. He's here now. I think we're in the driver's seat in terms of getting him. It doesn't matter how good or weak the hitting class is. He's going to get paid regardless, no matter how good they are. So, but I think the Yankees have an edge if now that he's here. I do. I would not trade anybody for Trout DM. Nobody. Not right now. DM, I wouldn't do it. Richard Schenk. Teacher man on YouTube. Look him up right now. All right, we got 12 subs. All right. 12 subs during the live stream. Thank you, gang. Appreciate you. We'll eventually get to 50. 50 per live stream. Teacher man. Teacher man hitting. Here we go. Thank you for that intel. Subscribe. All right, just subscribe to the Teacher man hitting. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Scott, appreciate you, Scott. Chris, have a great night. I think Soto will probably get 50 million a year. Mm-hmm. Well, who would be my choice for closer if we sign Yamamoto? Probably Jordan Hicks, because I think it's going to cost too much to trade for Emmanuel Clase. But if we can get Garrett Crochet from the White Sox, I'd be okay with him or Devin Williams. But Clase, I think is going to cost too much. But Jordan Hicks, I'd be fine with in free agency. I'd be pretty happy with. So 238 likes. All right. Cool. How better? Yeah, Soto turned down 440, but it was over 14 years also. So it was under 30 million per year. So it's no surprise. Oh yeah, I would give him an opt out too. Give him an opt out after 5 or 6 years, and if you want to opt out at that point, you know. Oh, Jay Lee. You a Met fan? You butthurt that he's not going to the Mets? Hmm? E. Frost is coming back. So is Luis Hill. So we do have some reinforcements coming back. Yeah, Rizzo's spending all off season 2 with Teacher Man. So this is great. I'm happy to hear it. Now I'm here happy to hear that Spencer Jones, who's been touted as the left-handed version of Aaron Judge, is using him too, working with him. So right now it's Clay Holmes, but I think they're going to fortify the bullpen by adding somebody. CeeLo. I could see Peraza getting traded in the Dylan Cease deal too. I could see that, Hayden. 100%. Soto 600 for 12. I would do it if he would do it. That's 50 per Michael Ryan. I would do it. No, you explain here. Here. Yeah, I don't yeah, exactly. So I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, look at his stats for his career. Yeah. Soto's 5 years younger. They're only 10 home runs apart between him and Otani. He's got a higher batting average, a higher on base percentage than Otani in the career. So, and you're saying Soto's overrated. I've looked at their stats. I talked about this on the channel too. Bednar for three prospects. Oof. It might cost three prospects for Bednar. He's another one that's an attractive option too. Austin, yeah, I'm finalizing. I'm working around. I have a buddy who is doing the merch for me, but they just had a baby, so I'm being respectful of his schedule. But I have merch plans. Yes, we got some shirts, some skull caps, and hoodies, probably, and maybe a mug or something. So coming soon, Austin. I will. I promise you, I will. I will put out a video once the merch is available with the link to if anybody is interested in buying any of it. So, um, happy to do it. I appreciate you. D-Rod, be careful, man. I'm only gonna say be careful. We don't need him to pitch. And Otani's not an ideal pitcher either. He might not even be the number one. He might be number two behind Glasnow. So we don't need Otani to pitch. I mean, we don't need Soto to pitch. Don't care. Yeah, the C crochet pivot would be fantastic. All things. Fantastic pivot. You get a frontline starter and a power reliever. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Hamster. That's a tough one. That's a tough sell. I know he's going to bring him a lot of revenue, but are they going to regret paying him several years from now? Wouldn't have their Hamster. If Yamamoto takes it to Jay, yeah, he might, William. He might. He might very well do that. We don't need Soto to pitch. Yeah. You know what I mean, CeeLo? I love when the folks say Soto's overrated. His stats, he's got a higher batting average career, higher on base percentage career than Otani, and they're only 10 home runs apart from each other. And he's 5 years younger than him. Okay. Okay. How much I think the Yankees? Maybe 8 years, 340, or 9 years, 370. No, excuse me, 240, 240 or 270. I don't feel good offering him more than 30 million a year. I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's a unique situation for the Dodgers, no doubt about that, Hamster. No doubt about it. Dodgers are probably the only team that would do that. I think you're right. Compared to Prime Trout, even Ted Williams, I mean, Soto's legit. I'm not saying Otani's a slouch. He's not a slouch. We can agree in there, but like Soto's not overrated. So I don't know who's feeding you that one. Yeah, yeah, whatever. I know, Gab. I know. Yankee Stadium's definitely made for lefties. I'm with you there too, Dave and Jonathan. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So happy that we got one Soto. Yeah, I don't know what exactly. I don't know what the flex is. What's the goal here? You want to argue with me in front of everybody? Like, for what? I'm with you there too, Vortex. I wouldn't mind it either. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. And he would cost probably a third of the price of a Yamamoto, or at the very least, at the worst, half the price. I think it's close, Vortex. I mean, if they somehow either get Yamamoto or a chunk of guys after him, then you know, then I would see Evil Empire. Yeah, I don't know, Hayden. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Adrian, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got a lot of Texas folks up in here. I love it, man. It's fantastic. The Lone Star State's representing. Representing. Love it. Shout out to the Lone Star State. CWE. Your birthday, the 20. Happy early birthday, man. Happy early birthday. Zimmerman 2.0. I know. Yeah, I don't know. Where's this coming from? You know? Yeah. Well, we get them, Big Dave. We get them regular trolls, and we get trolls from other channels that just come on here and just, you know, do it. Krista Flash, what's good, man? Another member of the 161 right there. One of those G's too. It's good. I would agree. I mean, I think a couple of decent prospects you'd have to give up because Cease has 2 years of control, Kevlar. So I just don't know what the White Sox would want, what they need. You know, I know Jonathan. Sometimes I'd rather prefer the porn trolls, right? They were funny at least. So, but we we had the mods, the moderators blocked them all. So you know, that's all right. King Cohen. Yeah, I mean, Yamamoto and the Yanks are a great match, just like Soto and the Yanks are a great match. No doubt about it. I'd be okay with Montgomery coming back. I'd be fine with that. Like, if they didn't get Yamamoto, like Montgomery and Imanaga together would be phenomenal. I think so. And like folks like Eddie wants Corbin Burns, I could see that too. So my only worry about Corbin Burns after this year, he's going to get very expensive, probably be $30 million a year. So I worry about that, but there's no doubt about it. He's legit. Yeah, yeah. I know, Sean. We got him. We kind of scared him into submission. Trolls. The Dodgers about to be. Yeah, you might be right, Ben. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The Dodgers, man, that's a risky. They play with fire there too. But again, if anybody if anybody can benefit from it, it would be the Dodgers. They're the second most valuable franchise in baseball. So, um, I do think that they'll, make money with Otani. CeeLo, man, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that very much. You get your fair share of haters. It's all good, you know. Yo Elvis, Will Warren, Peraza, Jones, and another prospect gets to see. Nah, that's way too much for Cease. You better add Luis Robert to that if you want us to give up that much. There's no way I would give up Peraza, Jones, and Will Warren. Not at least me personally, you Elvis. But you never know. Prices being so high, like you never know. I'm not making you out to be the bad guy, D-Rod. Other people might be coming to defense, not me. I appreciate your support, but again, like telling me I'm sell out and all this type of stuff on here in public in a public forum, that's straight disrespectful. Did you honestly think you weren't going to be called out on it? So just keep that in mind, D-Rod. I appreciate everybody's support, including yours. But you know, check out MLB trade rumors. Yeah, let's see. MLBTradeRumors.com. Dodgers considering 250 million offer. 250 million plus to Yamamoto. They're considering it. Doesn't look like it happened yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know where personal attacks are coming from, JJ. I don't. It's just I don't get it. I don't get it, man. You know, I would appreciate the Bender. I appreciate that. And again, like I appreciate everybody who comes and supports and disagrees, and it's an open forum. It's always been an open forum. The only thing I ask is for people to be respectful to people, and that's it. I'm not going to be a dick to you. Why be one to me? Yeah. Thank you, hamster. Yeah. Just I don't see the point. Well, if you want to speak your mind, there's a private chat button here. You could press it and put your comments in the private chat. I'm happy to read it. But again, if we can't be respectful to each other, then what's the point? There's other channels where being a dick is welcome and being a prick is in. This isn't one of them. I'm not going to do it to you, and I don't, appreciate people doing it to me. But I'm also not afraid to call people out on. I don't care who the person is. Private chat. You scroll down below. There's usually a private chat. I could see it here. I don't know where you would see it. I have to look at it on your end. I can't see it from your end. There's a private or like a private message or instant message button there too. You haven't voiced the opinion on the change yet, D-Rod. What's the change? What have I changed? I haven't been any different. Okay. I've been consistent. I put out accurate information, respectful to people, welcoming all views. But when people get harsh with me, and if it's uncalled for, I'm going to call it out. Okay. So, what's the point? You're welcome to voice your opinion. Private chats only does on live stream. Well, D-Rod should have the option for private chat. He's on the live stream right now. Nothing right now, Jose. Just hearing the Dodgers are on MLBTradeRumors.com just saying the Dodgers are considering a $250 million offer for him. So, would I trade for Cease even if we get Yamamoto? I would, if we could. I would. Chris the Flash, yeah. People have always been welcome to voice their opinions, and everybody knows that, whether they agree. Wow, look at this. Okay, D-Rod, all right. So you want to be like that? Here you go. I will be more than happy to ban you. Bye-bye, D-Rod. Bye. Not going to lose a minute of sleep over that. Been there nice. Trying to poke the bear, right? Well, I'll just say this: how I can't defense Cashman. Freaking guy. I don't trash him because I don't see the need. I mean, he's the guy. He got a Soto, right? Hal helped, yes, but got us Verdugo. He drafted Jason Dominguez. He drafted Aaron Judge. So, like, you know, D-Rod had every opportunity to voice his opinion, yet he wasn't doing it. I asked him. He wasn't giving us any specifics. I asked him multiple times. He wouldn't do it. Oh, you Elvis, you know that, man. Totally hate you, man. Totally. It's like so much hate you, Elvis, man. The highest level. Oh man. Well, this is true too, Eric. That's a good point. Needs to pass his physical. If he's going to stay in the U.S. over Christmas, that's a good point. Yeah. Diver, I don't know. I don't know I don't know where that one came from. I don't understand. Good point too, Sunil. Yes, poor player performance can't always be on the GM or the manager too. They're paid a lot of money to play. You know, right? Is Arizona Alley trolling here too? Feelings hurt, really? Cool. That's a funny one. Arizona Alley. You know what's even funnier? Yeah, you just joined D-Rod band. Deuces. Yep, Dominguez was an international free agent. He was the top free agent, wasn't drafted. That's right. He was signed, excuse me, not drafted. My apologies, Thomas. He was signed by Cashman. Yeah, transferring Cashman is a lost cause too. I know people are frustrating me that I don't take that, you know, um, that I don't just follow everybody else who does it. But oh well. You got exactly, murders row. Oh boy, Rodney. Oh man. Yeah, people get a little out of hand here, huh? Get out of hand here. Exactly, Rick. Well, you'll get them. You'll get them. It happens. He started turning into an a-hole strike zone, so he had to get blocked. He had to get banned. So, and I wasn't going to entertain that anymore or ruin it for everybody else. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and again, I don't troll other channels. This channel gets trolls from other channels, but I mean, those that have been here have seen it. Krista Flash can attest to that. So he started being an a-hole, Krista Flash. That's why. He was like being disrespectful and a-hole, and he had multiple opportunities, and all things. My confidence level on Yamamoto, I think it's about 80%. I'd say about 80%. D-Rod's trying to get back in. Borrego Nation. Stanton looks like the Incredible Hulk, man, from the waist up. Not that I know of, JJ, that he's using steroids, and I would hope that he's got to do it, New Elvis. Got to take out the chef knives on occasion. You got to take care of business, man. Deuces. That's right, man. Telling you, man. Oh man. Yeah, Brian Cashman, seriously. Sign him, man. Damn right, Joseph. Ginsu's, baby. All day. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if I'm right or not, all things Yankee. I feel good based on the effort that they put forth, but I still reserve that there's always a possibility that he won't come here. So, and I want to, at the very least, be prepared for that. It's the least I could do. I mean, I'm not going to trash him if he doesn't come here. We can't do that. At least I can't do that. Right, Brain Cashman? That's exactly, man. I don't know what's been changed. You Elvis, I don't understand. Haven't changed, you Elvis. People these days, I hear you, Sean. I hear you, man. No doubt about it. But it's all good. Get that on occasion. No idea, you Elvis. I asked him multiple times, and he never, what do you call it? Didn't explain. I asked him multiple times. And then he called me a sellout. He said, "Don't sell out." I'm like, I don't. And then he said, "It's okay to sell out, though." So I'm like, it wasn't making any sense. But it's all good. Nah, not really, Michael Ryan. Too quick to eject on ball strike. That was, you can argue with the ump, but don't be disrespectful to the ump. You get busted. You get booted, Michael Ryan. You know what I mean? It's the way it is, man. I'm going to be protective of the channel and the people here in it. Not going to let somebody like that ruin it for everybody else. Okay? Will Simmons, he may have, Sunil. He might have, man. Yes, he was, man. He was, man. I mean, what was the point? You Elvis, like, what was the point of that, right? What was the point? Yeah, man. They put forth a monster effort, Hamster. You're right about that. They put forth a monster effort on Yamamoto. So we don't know, Jose. We don't know if the Yankees made an official offer yet. I have no idea. I'm guessing they probably did. I'm guessing 250. The rumor 250 now, based on MLBTradeRumors.com, that the Dodgers considering making that would probably be the highest bid at that point. Can't confirm it right now, but I'm guessing it probably is. Yeah, exactly, Stephen B. He gets, deserves both sides. That's why I try to call on both sides. So Criticize them when it's justified. You give them credit when it's justified. I know some people hate that I do that, but that's the way I've always been. No, Dominguez, Jones, exactly. Volpe being a bunch of Utes. Get some Utes here. Mhm. Yeah, Brain Cashman is in the building, man. He's dropping some knowledge bombs on people here, man. You know what I mean, Christopher Flash? I would, yeah. I mean, if once we get him, if we get him, then I think it's bullpen next. Yes, maybe another second starter. I do think, and they've already said they're going to um, fortify the bullpen whether he comes here or not. So I expect maybe one or two relievers more. Yeah. Forget. Oh, I mean, Angel. I want you know. There's a forgive and forget. Sure, Angel, absolutely. But again, there's a standard I expect it to be in this place, man. You know. And if we can, and the only thing I've ever asked is for people to be respectful of other people. That's it. And that's if you can't do that, then you get booted because I'm not ruining for the other people. Simple. Yes, we'll sleep better on the Yankees. Hell yeah. You got that right, Jonathan. Amen, brother. Amen. Um, ever thought someone other than D Rod has control of his phone, like a malicious teenage son or a crazy wife? Uh, Not really, Jimmy. I would be surprised if that were the case. And if that were the case and it was proven, then he would be welcome back on. Yeah, I saw that, Booyah. It's on MLBTradeRumors.com. They're considering posting a 250 plus offer. Yep. Yeah, Scott, me too. I'm praying that Rodon gets back to his self this year too. At least a better Rodon. Oh yeah, Chris the Flash. Get a power left. And that's why I like Garrett Crochet, man. That bullpen. Strom. Angel, that would be phenomenal if they did that. Trading for Dylan Cease while they waited for Yamamoto. I would do that immediately. Yeah. The last year, Chicken Parm. Chicken Parm? I think it is. I think it's the last year of Cashman's contract. I do. Yamamoto, I don't know actually if he's still in America. That's a good question, Warvet. I don't know. My guess is he probably is. Um, you know, like Yamamoto, like Marcus Stroman. Yeah, I've heard some things, Brain Cashman. So I've heard some things. You know, so I wouldn't be surprised if Stroman goes to like the Royals or something like that. He might booyah, but again, like if that's the case, I would still make um other moves and not stop everything else just because we're waiting on him. Booyah, that's what I would do. Jung Ho Lee went back to he signed, he's good to go. He got his everything passed, so I'm guessing he'll go back there until spring training. Brain cash, Mr. Neil. Trying, and if you might be right, man. Both of us get a good, just have a good low key restful evening, Sunil. Get some recovery. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. I need 7 likes to 300. All right. All right, cool. I could see Stroman on the Angels. I could see that too, Doc. That's a good one. I could see that too. 6 likes to get 300. All right. All right. Warvet, you might be onto something there too. If the Dodgers are off of 350, maybe no 250, then maybe 300 gets it done. You might be right there. You might be right. I don't think he'll fold CeeLo. I mean, he wants the big stage. He's shown to be pretty unflappable, so I'm not really worried about that. Him flopping. No, personally, and I hope he doesn't flop. I don't think Cohen's going to offer him 400 million. Cohen has no incentive to. Cohen has no incentive to outbid a team by $100 million. This guy's a brilliant hedge fund guy. I can't see him doing that. I could see him going 3 and change, but not 400. There's no need to go 400. Why would you spend an extra 75 million when you don't need to? Stroman, I can't see him going to Toronto. He was in Toronto before Carlos, but you never know. I could see him going to someplace like Kansas City or maybe Philadelphia too. Maybe the Angels. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, his contract's going to be way big. If it's 300, then his posting fee is about $45 million, which is absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. So, but it is what it is. Any superstar coming to the Yankees, like so, can make a boatload of money. Yeah, and Soto will make a boatload of money. No doubt about it. 100%, bro. 100%. So, how many one like the 300? All right, 300 likes. I appreciate you, gang. So, but that's what we have. I mean, you offered Stroman 25 million every year for 4 years. All right, 4 years, 100 million, Cashman. All right, does that mean he's on top of Yamamoto, Cashman? Is that what you're telling us? Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame, Michael Ryan over here. Whole different ballgame. Taxation and everything else. I'm like, yeah. Do I think cool? No, I don't think so. Vortex. He has an opt out, but the Yankees have a clause in his contract that allows him to void his opt out by adding another year. So I don't know about that, Jimmy. Sounded like a cell phone abduction. Why would his a crazy son or crazy wife know the things that he knew? So you know what I mean? Wagyu steak. Oh yeah, fantastic. Why would you pick the Blue Jays? That's a good question too. Why would you pick the Blue Jays over the Yankees? Good. We're glad you hate Cole. Good. Yeah, what did Yamamoto say to you when you talked to him after no hit? That's a great question, Hayden. Tell us what he told you before we wrap it up here. Oh, no doubt. You'll get quality merch. You'll get it. You'll get it, CeeLo. I promise you that. You'll get it. That's the other thing too. Want to make sure it's good quality material too. So that's why I'm going with my boy Jeff to do it. You know what I mean? And you'll get it, CeeLo. I promise you that. Oh, Steve Cohen troll. Oh boy. Where is he, Sunil? Cole's my favorite. Vortex. I love Garrett Cole. Is the Mets troll brain Cashman, Sunil? Is that what you're saying? I'm with you there. Cole needs to be left alone. Cole co-captain, and I'm with you there too, Carlos. 100%, man. And this is true too, Brian. Not everyone wants to deal with New York. You couldn't be more right. Mm. Who is he? What's his name, Sunil? So I can look, so I can find him. 420 merch. What's 420 merch, you Elvis? Drop some knowledge on me, man. Drop some knowledge, baby. Eddie, I'm with you there too. Someone's waiting for a judge to resign. Yeah, I know it's stressful. It's stressful. We had a stressful week with Judge too. It's a good point, Eddie. Who is he? Who is he, Sunil? What's his name? Call's already here, Brain Cashman. Cole's our guy, man. No doubt. Yankees need two starting pitchers, and a closer. So 2 starters and 2 relievers. Booyah. Okay. All right. Blue Jays are definitely not the big stage. Nicholas is absolutely right, man. CeeLo's got. He's on it over here, man. He's on it right here. Damn right. Go Steve Cohen outbids another team for by 100. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he won't do that. Yeah. I now I know you're talking about Sunil. Yeah, why would he give 100 million more than he needs to? Lionel, man, appreciate you. Shout out to Down Under. Shout out to Australia. Shout out, much love and respect, Lionel. Thank you for your kind words, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, what do you call it? 2 starters and 2 relievers would be a great way to end the offseason. It really, really would. Hopefully they'll do that. But we'll see. But that's what we got right now. Steve Cohen was played by Vincent D'Onofrio in the Dumb Money movie. Was he really? Now I got to see Dumb Money. Now I've got to see it, Sunil. Now I've got to see it. I'm not saying he's a Dodger just yet, hey, Brian. No. I wouldn't say that just yet. No. If he wanted to be a Dodger, he would already be there. Oh. Yeah, Yankees are the biggest market team. Dodgers are a big market team, but the Yankees are the biggest. I'm with you there, CeeLo. I'm with you 100%, man. 100%, bro. But Snell and Cease would be a hell of a. It's a great one. Drunk Hispanic. Hell of a get. That's how we do it, man. Diver JC. Being stand up is important to us, man. But we'll call out people who are not being stand up, and we will get our handful. We'll get a good amount of trolls from other channels come in, and we don't go to other channels and troll them. Not like they come here and do to us. So, and that's totally fine. Totally fine. It's all good. Burns and Yamamoto, nice pair too. Saw that Yamamoto wearing some Yankee apparel. Mm-hmm. So was Shota Managa. So, how would I fit Dominguez into the line? That's a good question, Hamster. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. It depends on how well he comes back, how healthy he is and stuff. But at some point, you could lead him off. You really could. So, yeah, Diver JC. Remember that troll invasion? Mm-hmm. Yeah. To the Nationals? All right. Yeah, if he wanted to be the Dodgers, he'd be one already. It's like he would. Just like Ohtani. Cardinals. Maybe, Joseph. Maybe they need pitching. They need pitching. So Dodger fan. Exactly, Kenzie. There you go. Comment of the night. Dodgers fan who wears Yankee hats. Boo, yeah. That's right. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Jonathan. We're getting trolls in StreamYard too. Yeah. They generally come from one or two areas. So, and it's consistent. But even before StreamYard, we had those trolls from similar areas, from similar places too. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So it just comes. It just comes. But yeah, let me let you all go. Have a great night. I appreciate you all coming on. Thank you so much and for your input. Standing up for the people in here. It's always greatly appreciated. You're all family. We're going to keep it that way. You know what I mean? That's why this is, in my personal opinion, from the bottom of my heart, this is the best community out here. So have a great night. Peace and love to all of yous. And obviously, if something comes out later tonight, early this morning, tomorrow morning, you'll get it. So have a great night. And if you happen to not be on here before Christmas, Merry Christmas. Whatever your holidays you celebrate, happy holidays. Talk to you next time.